Hi everybody, it's Regina. Welcome back to my channel, Healthy Happy Hooray. If you've not been here before, I'm on a weight loss journey. I tried to do it myself many times, didn't work. I actually decided to have weight loss surgery, went through the process, had weight loss surgery on March 19th, and now I'm almost 6 weeks post-op, actually 5.5. Next Tuesday, I will be 6 weeks post-op. So I want to tell you about my journey a little bit. I want to tell you about what stage I'm on right now, how it's going for me, and what are realistic expectations when you have weight loss surgery. Okay, so I had my surgery, like I said, on March 19th. Right after I got out of the hospital, I was on full liquids, which means I could have protein shakes, chicken broth, Greek yogurt, etc. Things like that, okay? You could have 2 ounces of each. And during that stage, I was pretty hungry during that stage because it's basically liquid and it was just going right through you. The goals were to drink 64 ounces of water and the equivalent of 60 ounces of protein through protein shakes. So you could have either 1, 2, or 3, depending on if you were hitting that goal. Most of the time I had 1 or 2.5 or 3 protein shakes. After doing that for 2 weeks, just 2 weeks, I was getting pretty tired of protein shakes. So I was happy when I was graduated to the second stage. After I visited with my surgeon, he looked at my stomach, he saw my incisions were okay, asked how much water I was drinking, etc. He approved me for the period stage. And the period stage was in my last video, so if you get a chance, check that out. It's up there. The period stage is basically anything mushy. So you can have things like mashed potatoes, applesauce, again, Greek yogurt. Your protein shakes are still part of it. You can have something called the ricotta bake, which I would highly recommend. And I'm going to do a video showing how to make that. It's really easy. And it almost tastes like a little bit of maybe like a lasagna, but with no noodles. That stage is pretty good. Did get, again, pretty mundane after a while. So I met with my dietitian and she said on April 16th I could start the soft food phase. The soft food phase is anything that you can cut with a fork. So it can be something like a meatball, ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, chicken breast if you put a little sauce on it, green beans, mushrooms, I had strawberries, blueberries. You can have scrambled eggs, you can have egg cups, anything that's soft and mushy. I like this stage. It wasn't bad, but there were a few hiccups and they warned me about that. So first, let me show you what I ate on the soft food stage. Go. Okay, so as you can see, most of the days I ate eggs. I had my egg cups that I made in advance, and I could eat about half of one of the egg cups. It was around 70 calories, and then I could have 2 tablespoons of a fruit. So I would always have either blueberries or strawberries. Pretty basic. For lunch, I would always have green beans, but I could either have 2 meatballs or I could have I had a crab cake, which was so delicious and highly recommend it. It was from a cookbook that I have. And again, I'm going to show you that cookbook. It's been very good. It's given me a lot more variety than what I thought I could have. And it's helped me stay on track. So I did the soft food stage, and my dinners were always a protein too. So it could be like, I got actually a bunch of grilled chicken from Chick-fil-A, and that's kind of controversial right now because chicken tends to be dry, so you have to be careful about that. That's the thing I wanted to warn you guys about. You have to cut it up really small when you eat your food and chew it at least 25 to 30 times, okay? In addition to that, I got some sugar-free barbecue sauce, or I used just a tiny bit of ranch to dip my chicken in, and that helped to make it soft so it would go down. But just be really careful about things that are dry. Anyway, for me anyway, that affected me a lot. A couple of days I had yogurt. One day I had yogurt and I was bored and I was so tired of the, I don't know, it was just really sour, this yogurt that I had. So I said, let me try to put a little sugar in. I heard it's not bad for you. Oh boy, that affected me very bad. It's called, when you have something that doesn't sit right in your stomach, it's called dumping syndrome. And I had a very bad case of it. I got really sick. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. I couldn't breathe through here. I threw up like 3 times. It was awful. And for me, I would never go back to that again. Some people can handle it. I have a friend who can handle it, but I couldn't at this stage, or I don't think ever. I introduced caffeine back a little bit more intensely during this period because I still am drinking 2 protein shakes, the Premier protein shakes. I drink the caramel, and I'll show that one, and the chocolate. The caramel's a little, sometimes it doesn't taste right to me, so I put it in my coffee. So what I do is I have 3 shots of espresso. I need a lot to wake up. And I put the caramel in it, and I put just one tablespoon of caramel macchiato creamer. And again, let me show you that. Okay, this is probably going to get me a lot of boos in the bariatric community. It does have a little bit of carbs and sugar in it, but minimal. I think it has like 4 grams of carbs. But it helps me to make like my iced coffee, and it helps me because I put a quarter of my protein shake in there, and I'll do a video on that as well because it's been very helpful for me to drink my protein and really get that down. And so that has been a huge help. And I would recommend that if you're tired of drinking just, straight up protein shakes. I also drink the chocolate one, which I showed you earlier. That one's pretty good. I just drink that when I'm finished with my meals. So this is my schedule and I'm keeping to it. And this is what my dietitian and surgeon want me to do. So in the morning, I can have my breakfast, which is 1 ounce of protein and 2 tablespoons of a fruit. For lunch, I can have 1 ounce of protein and I can have 2 ounces of a vegetable. I made green beans and I thought, oh, this is going to get boring. I'm going to do something else. I still have half of them left. You don't eat much when you only have 2 tablespoons, believe me. And then dinner, the same thing, 1 ounce of a protein and a vegetable. In between that, you have your water. You can have your coffee. You can have your coffee, your Profi, which is your protein shake with the coffee. You can also have, more of a protein shake. I was allowed to have 3 Premier protein shakes, which are our protein supplement. They have to be under 180 for the protein supplement to be okay. It has to be under 180 grams of calories. It needs to be less than 10 grams of carbohydrates and hardly any sugar added to it. So the Premier Plus tastes good to me. I tried the Fairlife before surgery. I really loved them, but after surgery, I don't know if I had a bad day, but I didn't enjoy them. A lot of people do. I just didn't. So I stick with the Premier Protein for now, the chocolate and the caramel. So basically that's what I've been doing. When I went to the doctor on April 3rd, I weighed 296. Today I weigh 283.2. And I was hoping for a little bit more, but I still have 5 days to go. If I get to 15 pounds lost, I'm going to call that a win. I have bad knees. I try to get up and exercise. I try to do 10 to 15 minutes a day. I'm not a big fan, and this is going to be another controversial thing, of going all out with exercise, because something like me, I love to swim, but when you swim, you burn calories, right? So if I'm burning, my body weight is 283, I'm burning, let's say, 200 to 300 calories. That means I need to eat 200 to 300 calories more. And by the end of the night, my stomach can't handle more than, I would say, around between 500 and 600 calories at this stage. So it's still pretty little. I do want to work out and I'm excited for it. I just want to find out from my dietitian when I meet with them on the 30th and my surgeon what's best for me. And I'm also diabetic still, but my numbers have gone way down. They're currently at 107, where they used to be like 150. That was a good day. 180. I mean, it was up to 200. That was my average for a while. So this has really helped. I still have swelling in my feet. I don't like that. And that's part of the reason why if I were to exercise, I would do it very minimally, maybe walk in the pool for like 10 minutes or whatever. That's not too much, just to get my feet so they're not swollen. They still are swollen, which frustrates me. Overall, this journey has been positive, and I would recommend it to anybody who's looking to lose weight, a lot of weight. I have 150 pounds to lose to have a regular BMI, to have a normal BMI, not a regular, normal BMI. My goal is to be 150. I'm 283 now, so I have a ways to go. I want to be honest, though, about some things, and the honesty that I have is this diet is not easy. You don't like magically eat something and say, oh my God, I'm so full. I'm so satisfied. Everything's good. No, usually I'm hungry after. I mean, I'm not starving, but I'm not like satisfied like before. Like, oh wow, that was a great meal. I feel good. I'm done. But that's normal. It's normal to be hungry. If you're not hungry, it kind of means you're not alive. Hopefully I will get to the point where I can have, a little bit more calories this next stage, maybe 100 more. I think the goal is to get up to 1,200. If you exercise, maybe 1,500. But it's still hard work. It's still hard work. It's monotonous. I eat basically the same things most days. I would say that my energy is a little bit better, but it's not like, woo, I'm so energetic nowadays. Not yet. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not subscribed already, please do. Please hit the like button, that little bell icon. I promise to be more regular with my videos, give you an update. I hope to inspire people. I, for the longest time, didn't think I could lose weight. I didn't think it was possible for me, that I was always going to be heavy. And I see that I can do it, but it's going to be hard work. It's not going to be easy, and I just have to keep going. So thank you. Hope everybody's doing well, and I'll see you next week. So this is the bariatric cookbook I referred to earlier. It has each stage laid out with different recipe ideas. It is really great. It's diverse and high protein, and it's really been helping me.